Star Wars Galaxy Hero fans and YouTube, this is HK58. I'm going to do a quick little video of an old post that I did in January. Of course, this has been changed since, so some of these suggestions did not work out. So back then I suggested having a few characters added into the game. Back then, because it was called Rogue One, Rebels, and Clone Wars. Some characters I'd like to see in the game in the future. Obviously not right now. But of course, some of them have been added in since. So in Rogue One, I wanted to see Director Krennic. Of course, I called him Admiral for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking back then. The Death Trooper, not Dark Trooper. Wow, I don't know what I was thinking. And then then you had the hover tank pilot or hover tank trooper. Those three I wanted in the game. Since then, they've added two. I could still see just a free-to-play like they did Bodhi. They just have the hover tank trooper added in. Outside of that, there wasn't really much I saw that could be added in. Rebels got 7. Imps had only Shore Trooper at the time, but then they got Admiral. Or not, God dang it, I'm reading it. Director Krennic and Death Trooper. And like I said, they could still add the hover tank trooper pilot. But that's my thought. So from the Rebels TV series, there's been a few since added, like Thrawn and the Ghost Crew. Of course, at this time, I was thinking the Ghost Crew would have like the first form of Ezra with the blue lightsaber he got, where he had the little stun blaster in it. That was the one I was thinking of. They didn't add that one, obviously. As well as the Kanan, where he would start off as a blaster and then pull out his lightsaber. These two, I could still see these forms added into the game in the future, just for a little fun. Here's 2 more Phoenix squads. See what they do with them. See how the teams work if you have like 2 Ezras and 2 Kanans and Hera. That'd be kind of weird, but it's just a different form. But that's what I was thinking back then. But now the characters that we have are great, even though they still need to be improved a little bit to be more meta-defining. Some of them need Zetas, etc. So going down the list, we already have Thrawn, so we don't have to worry about that. Excuse me. Agent Kallus. Some people are talking, I've read through the forums, some people are thinking it'd be kind of cool to see Agent Kallus, then the parentheses Fulcrum. That way we have more of a Rebel Imperial version. I think that would be kind of cool. It would also be cool to see him with a blaster, as well as the little weapon thing that he fights Zeb with a lot of the times. So that would be kind of cool. The Imperial Sentry Droid, which is kind of based on the Dark Trooper design from Legends. This one would be kind of cool. It's the one that Thrawn is sparring with. I can see this one actually kind of supporting Thrawn and his strategy to trying to fracture characters. That would be kind of cool. The Grand Inquisitor, maybe, as well as the 3 other Inquisitors. Honestly, that would only have us with 4 Inquisitors, which would be kind of like it's outnumbered on a team. So I don't know if they would ever add those characters in or not in the future. But if they do, hey, it'd be kind of cool to see. Of course, they would probably also do the infamous lightsaber helicopter design, which I too am one that's kind of iffy on it. Kind of looked cool in the beginning, but then I realized it looks weird. Stormtrooper variants, if there's any of the Stormtrooper variants or Imperial Trooper pilot variants, they could eventually be added in, either as enemies or as playable characters. Especially since now we have the Imperial Trooper faction. Then some of the other ones were Ketsu Anya, however you say her name, the bounty hunter that was kind of a rival to Sabine Wren, and she works with Black Sun. She was also she's a scoundrel, mercenary, bounty hunter, something like that. Fenn Rau. No, they had the Imperial Gar Saxon, because I was thinking adding Gar Saxon from the Clone Wars as well. I don't think I had it on this list. No, I didn't. But Gar Saxon and the Imperial Super Commando have already been added in, so I don't have to worry about those. Finn Rao, and a Mandalorian pilot for the actual Mandalorian ships that Finn Rao pilots. Or they could just add Finn Rao in, but the Mandalorian pilot could be like a Mandalorian protector pilot or something. Then Sabine Wren's mom. Of course, I didn't have the name. I'd have to look it up. I never memorized her name. And that's some of the other characters that, at least Rebels, I think it'd be cool to add in. Let me know what you guys think on those. Clone Wars, there's quite a few. There's some that people would love to see. Some would just be like, I don't care. And as you notice, I do not have Jar Jar on here. Jar Jar from the movie. I don't care to see Jar Jar or the Gungan. Like, maybe the Gungan faction, if they did, it would be just like another faction that'd be good against droids because they're little boomer things. But even then, I don't see Jar Jar in the game because he never really was that competitive after... Well, he was and wasn't, but still, I'm somewhat against Jar Jar. But Quinlan Voss, another Jedi, great to add in. Bosk and Ambo for bounty hunters. Mother Talzin, as well as I did a video on Night Sisters faction paths and all. So the other characters that are in the Clone Wars, the other Night Sisters could be added in as well. Padme, she could be just a Galactic Republic leader of some sort. I don't know which version they would use with Padme. They could use a couple of different versions. And I honestly say they could do a Padme Amidala and then a Queen Amidala. And I did a post on the Naboo security, all that, the pilots, the security people, and even Queen Amidala and then the Queen Handmaiden. The version of when they were actually fighting in the Battle of Naboo with the maroon look. But those are the versions I would suggest adding in. But yeah, I don't know what version they do with Padme. Then the Destroyer Droid, I also did a quick forum post on my suggestion of a Destroyer Droid. BX Series Droid Commando. Then I did a lot of the Mandalorians. Pre Vizsla, Bo-Katan, Mandalorian Secret Service, which could be the competitor to CUP, Coruscant Underworld Police kind of thing. Except I would more support the Mandalorian Security Service because they also have a freaking shield. Rako Hardeen. This one I was also talking about in a video about Bounty Hunter faction that I posted yesterday. Oh, that's another bounty hunter. I did forget. I'm going to skip Hondo for a second because I've already talked about him anyways in another video. But C21 Highsinger. That is the droid that used that spinning technique on one of the missions Boba Fett was on. He was a droid helping Boba Fett. And this could be another droid bounty hunter, as well as just another droid in general. Aura Sang, another bounty hunter, and the Gar Saxon. This one would be the Sons of Dathomir comic. This would be another way to add another comic character in, even though there's some people that are wanting to see Dr. Aphra in comics added into the game. But yeah, these are some of my thoughts on some characters I'd like to see in the game. If the developers, obviously the developers are really pressed for time. They can only release so many characters in a given month if they already planned ahead of it, as we can tell. Since they're also trying to work with bugs and other updates they're trying to do. They're trying to plan other game modes, etc. So I know they're kind of pressed for time and they're really working on that. But eventually, hopefully they will eventually add a good chunk of these characters in. I think it'd be great. But out of these characters in this list, let me know what you guys think on Rogue One, Rebels, and Clone Wars characters that you would love to see added into Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Post them in the comments below. Make your own video. I suggest making your own video. It'd be great, easy, simple. But thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to see more videos that I post, I usually post daily, and sometimes I post 2 videos one day, and then I skip a day, and then I don't have a schedule. I just throw up the videos when I want to. When I think of something to talk about on Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and even other games. But But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.